Welcome to the newest episode of In Conversation by Kate Spade. Today we have Liha Okunniwa, here to discuss her experience as a female business owner.
I'm the founder of Liha Beauty, co-founder of Liha Beauty, and we provide beauty products that are, like us, a mixture of natural African roots and a quintessentially British attitude.
So what is your experience been as a businesswoman, specifically like struggles you've faced and things like that?
Mixed bag, really. It's been challenging. I think it's challenging to be in business no matter what gender you are, but there has also been some really weird like stereotyping and stuff that I've been sort of subjected to. Mind you, I posted about this on my Instagram anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I was just there was an instance where I was at an investing sort of seminar, like meeting a bunch of people that were in business, and I just had I've had like male like men and male investors, or generally older men, just kind of comment on my appearance a lot whilst in a business setting, which I found really, really weird and unprofessional. And I just feel like there's things that as a businesswoman you have to live up to that men just don't have the same issues with. You know, a lot of things it is judged on appearance, or if you are considered pretty, people can't associate prettiness with being clever or being good at business. And I'm kind of blessed and cursed to look young, which is good in a skincare sense, because I'm coming up to 44 and I don't look my age. So people are like, oh, your skincare really works, which is great. But also looking young and being considered, you know, whatever, quote unquote, attractive, whatever, it's kind of always seen for me as a bit of a setback. Like, people put you in a certain box and they don't necessarily assume that it's your business. That's happened to me and my partner quite a lot. Like, being two youngish looking black women, like, I remember we went to a show called Maison d'Objet in Paris.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely huge trade show. This was quite a while back. This must have been around 2017. It was way, way back, before we were still kind of doing proof of concept. And it's a huge show. And I remember us being the only black-owned business in the entire place. And it just blew my mind. It was crazy. And I remember, like, the Senegalese cleaners had come over and they were like, whose business is it? Like, who are you guys working for? And that's what people would always ask us. It's less so now, but people would always be like, oh, who are you working for? Like, who's the owner of this business? And we'd be like, it's us.
Yeah.
You don't see that necessarily. And that is actually, it's really nice to know that. I'm glad I'm actually talking to you about this, because you do forget, like, the day-to-day struggles are so intense that you do actually forget that you're, like, doing something different, and you're kind of, do you know what I mean, setting an example or opening the door a little bit, hopefully, for other people. So hopefully when my daughter's 18, hopefully for her it will seem more normal. But I think for a lot of people, then they're not used to seeing two black women owning a business, so it's not an assumption they would make. Sorry if my answers are really long.
Oh, no, it's fine. So going on to the next question, what has your favourite client experience been? Like, is there a time where you thought, yeah, this is why I do what I do?
Oh, that's a good question. Favourite client experience? Do you know what? I would say it tends to be when we're doing workshops. So we do workshops where we teach people how to create their own body products with, like, raw shea butter, and sort of educating them about essential oils. And for me, I think that's my favourite part, because quite often we do them with, like, rape crisis centres, and I'm doing one on next week, which is for women who have experienced gender-based violence. And it's just letting people have that experience of just having an hour out of their life and doing something creative and being able to step back and relax a bit. That's really nice. And also last year we got the chance to do them for some really cool companies. Like, we did them for Netflix and YouTube and a lot of the large corporations. Since BLM, they have, like, black working groups and just sort of like those spaces to make sure that people of colour can feel included and have their own little activities and stuff, so it's been nice to do in the workshops. Basically, I would say is the most when I feel most happy.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So going on to, like, the last kind of question, Why do you think female-led businesses are essential in today's society?
I just think diversity in general just makes more sense. I know there's been like scientific studies done about it. Like, the more diverse things are, the better things are, because if people are at the top making decisions, you know, it's like if there was a black person in every corporate room or a gay person in every room, or, you know, people aren't going to make stupid decisions, because like there have been a lot of instances where you can tell, you're just like, you guys, there was no diversity that went into the planning of this, and that's why it's bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, this one time we did another trade show, and they put all the black, it was generally black female-owned businesses, they put them all together, and all of them were very similar, because we were all like cosmetics, and it was just like, it doesn't make sense for you to have, they basically sort of segregated us.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of like tone deaf like decisions made.
It's mad, isn't it? And you look at it and you just think, how in this day and age did you just not have a certain type of person in the room? Or if you're going to be talking about a group of people or whatever, just make sure, like, if you're doing something for women, make sure there's a woman in the room.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
So just to finish off, what is like one of your favourite products, like something that you would recommend to a potential customer?
I think my one would have to be the Edan oil. I love it so much, and it just makes you feel so amazing, and just it makes you feel like a goddess, and it's just quick to use. You can use it every day, you can take it with you anywhere.
Yeah,
absolutely love Edan oil. It's my favourite, and I think it probably always will be.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much.
No worries, thank you.